Hello,
Facebook
YouTubes. Hello, YouTubes.
Fuck, man.
Facebook.
All right.
Hello, Facebook.
So, Mr. Ariel Levine is our guest tonight. Jason, what kind of music are you thinking about right now, Jason?
I'm thinking of a nice waltz. A slow dance on a summer's eve.
I wonder what Ariel's doing. It was so weird that he took off, and we have to do the show without him right now. That's so strange.
That's weird.
So there's going to be a new show.
Very
It's a very new show tonight. I'm glad he left us with like 4 different records, though.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
awesome.
we can sling them for him while we're going live tonight.
I think so.
Did you bring the Dave? Did you bring the mannequin? I want to dress him up, make him look like Ariel.
Yeah, we need to blow up like the scene from Airplane.
Let me blow him up.
Should I be quiet now so it's not ruining your joke?
Oh, that was so good.
No.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm on terrestrial radio now, so.
I know. Hello there, friends. It's Thursday, and I think you know what that means.
What's it mean?
What? Yeah. What does it mean?
It means
It means
Mike is on camera.
we're on camera. God,
Yeah.
I already forgot the name of the song.
Oh.
What's the name of the song?
Something always out there.
Something's always out there.
There you go. Should I sing it?
Sure.
Bring me up to speed. Heartbeat is racing, burning tire tracks and turpentine weed. Through the wire river for the road. Something always out there on my own. Something calling me out there on my own. Let's give him that E so he can solo on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The strap is bothering me.
The strap's bothering you? That's
Yeah, it keeps falling off my shoulder like a strapless gown.
Yeah. Oh.
It keeps falling off his shoulder like a strapless gown. That sounds like some lyrics right there. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm your host, MikeRuggirello, and our co-host, Jason Thomas. Jason, say hello. What is going on?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching, as usual. Please go to our website, check it out. We offer some merchandise for you if you like some. We have strings and beat buddies. And on our things, yeah, there's the beat buddy. And our strings by our sponsors, Singular Sound, Beat Buddy.
Yes.
And Kurt Mangan strings. If you want the Beat Buddy, go on our type in Theory 10 and you get our discount. And also, I'd like to thank Mad Hatter Guitar Products and Guitar Tune-Up San Diego.
Oh, this is the
well.
autographed edition.
Oh, is that the?
That's the one that I signed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we might offer some of those, but yeah eventually. And also a Guitar Tune-Up San Diego and SWR Video Productions, Mr. Dave Wright. Yeah, and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We really appreciate it if you would do that. I think I've done most of my legal obligations. Did I forget anything?
I don't think so. Cheers.
Yeah? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, another fantastic episode. We've last week was the Lydian Gray, and today is his birthday. So we are here today celebrating Mr. Ariel Levine. How are you, buddy?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be back for a second time.
Yeah, it's your sophomore episode.
Yeah.
Last time we talked, we were all about getting into the beginnings of the ethos of your writing the record.
Yeah.
And we learned. I think we did. What was the song that we did last time?
Until the Morning Light.
Good.
Yeah. I don't ever remember if it's called Until or Into. Hang on a second.
Well, while Mr. Ariel Levine.
Until the Morning Light.
Well, that was fast. That was fast. Yeah, you should be able to correct that as soon as possible.
It's down there in the. This chair's awful squeaky. Do you give
it?
the guests the farty chair on purpose?
I do.
So it's like what
I
was
probably
that?
should have gave you the new chair.
It's okay. I'm gonna use it like a shaker.
Yeah,
Anyway.
More rhythm.
Nice.
Sorry.
So, welcome to Theory Thursday. Ariel Levine is our guest this evening. We're going to be talking about his guitar and his songwriting and, of course, the record. He is back to talk about the record. Check this out. And while I'm going to show you a quick picture of the album, happy International Women's Day to all of you lovely ladies out there. Please like, share, and subscribe, just like Mr. Thomas said. And while you're at it, click on the Patreon link and help us grow, and it will come with an Ariel Levine album.
It will? Speaking of which, that's probably the most international woman
Women's Day we
ever.
could possibly
This is
have,
right.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a perfect scene.
Look at that.
We created a scene for you this evening, and while we're talking about this record or showing you this record, we were hanging out. I saw you at.
It's gatefold. You can open it up.
I know. I'm nervous right now.
Trying to preserve. It's not going to be worth anything.
Look at that. Look at that lovely color, a shade of green, the color of money, ladies and gentlemen, on his vinyl.
I have Roger Preston, my label executive, to thank for the green smoke. That was his idea, and I let him roll with it. And speaking of international women, the Statue of Liberty, that's Acacia Collins, who plays drums for Hexa, another local band.
How cool.
She's a fantastic drummer. They're an awesome, dark wave synth band, and she did a great job modeling for the cover.
I thought that was a mannequin.
No, that's a real human being. That's a real girl.
Did you kiss her?
Yeah.
He's an actor. It's acting.
Yeah, I mean, it's acting. It's acting.
I like how there's a little bit of a nod to your Facebook, the banner that you have where it's got like the old telephone. Right? This right here?
It's like
the
let the machine get it.
Yeah.
Let the machine get it. So
well,
cool.
the Facebook is a nod to the cover, but
I see.
yeah.
Oh. And wow, there's also a Facebook logo right here. I'm just kidding. But hey, Ariel, thank you for coming back.
Sure, thanks for having me.
And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm just kidding. I'm just told.
Do I have to come back again tomorrow?
I gotta redo it again.
I told you I was going to say crazy things tonight.
Totally.
How does my hair look?
That's good. Looks great.
Is it a little wet on top?
It's really it's good to have a nice thick mane like that. It's really impressed. Actually, you guys both have good hair. You have good thick Italian hair. I don't know if you're Italian. What's
He's
your
a Greek.
Same thing.
Well, I'm sorry, Jason. You're
I'm a mixture of everything.
you're an Indian Jew, just like Turtle.
Yeah, I got Jew hair too. So Yeah.
Chaldean.
Yeah.
Speaking of your hair, last night it was really tall. We were out last night. There's lots of things to say. let me slow it down. Jason, this is where it gets weird. You ready to get weird?
I'm
not
we're
gonna
already
blow.
there,
Here-
man.
Here we are. We're already here.
We're already here.
Happy birthday to my dog Gypsy. It's her 3rd freaking birthday. We love her. Gypsy, if you're watching, woof to you. Another Lydian Gray, happy birthday to you, my brother. I know he's at home. He's actually probably watching. Feel free to tune in and like,
He's
share.
partying somewhere. Dude.
I know.
He's not
but
watching
he's
us
you
today.
know Lydian though. He would be like, dude, look at my boys.
Yeah.
You know,
I just
he-
want to spend my birthday watching Theory Thursday on Facebook Live.
You know that.
I'm a realist.
That sounds like a
happening.
great way to celebrate your birthday, if I'm being honest.
Thank you, Ariel. And to close out the did I get all? It was Lydian. It was Gypsy. It was.
Speaking of
and
last night.
last night, Jake Nazier did the CD release, the Moment of Truth, and
His first show.
that was the first show. That was the album debut. You were there. Jason was there. Your Jufro was there.
Yeah.
It was rad and tall.
Yeah, in all its
I think I bought
chlorinated
it.
glory.
I bought it a drink, actually. Like, anyways,
Yeah.
Jake, we're proud of you, man. That was a fantastic set. If our viewers are probably wondering, what is Mike talking about? More cryptic, personal stuff happening in San Diego. What we're talking about is Jake Nazier's record, and we saw it last night. So don't check it out just yet. Keep your eyes right here on Ariel. And talk about this Jazzmaster. It's so rad. It's got the Maestro bridge. It's got really cool, 80s parts on it?
Actually, I'm just noticing that's leaning funny. So this is sort of a hand-built, I mean, I didn't obviously build it from scratch. It's a parts
Refinished
caster.
it now.
Yeah, it's a Frankenstein Jazzmaster. So when I first came to San Diego, one of the first jobs in music that I had was an Elvis Costello tribute band. Somebody asked me to put together a tribute band. I had the glasses, and I went around pretending to be Elvis Costello, who's one of my favorite artists.
That'd be a good band to see. I would.
Oh, it's a blast. I mean, we used to play more often, but in the world of tribute bands, there's less of a demand for Elvis Costello than there is for, say, Queen or Rolling Stones or Beatles or whatnot.
What was it called?
The Distractions.
Yeah, that's rad.
So I had to build a guitar that looked like Elvis Costello's, and I know that for a few short years he had a signature model, but they only made them for about a year or two, and they're very expensive. And I found this on Craigslist for $500, and it was a natural finish.
Dude.
And I took the thing apart, and since I'm a little bit of an enthusiast, I replaced the pickups with Lawler pickups, but they're Jazzmaster Lawlers.
Oh, man. Good for you.
I found some vintage Fender parts like this plate, and I did some aging. I did some etchant. I put some etchant solution in all the metal parts, and I aged the tuners. I found this neck.
Wow, cool. Can I stop you right there?
Yeah.
So describe to our audience, what are you talking about with some etching solution?
So
Acid.
there's people like. There's a thing like relicking guitars is a thing where you take a new guitar and you make it look old, because to have that road-worn look is sort of appealing. It's patina. Patina means like a desired age defect. So if you take like a PCB etchant solution, which you can't touch it with your hands,
No.
you have to wear a mask, and I let the metal sit in it for a while, it kind of gave it a
long?
little bit of a rust.
Like a day?
Like an hour, very quick. I think I actually, if I remember correctly, I think I even painted it on.
Really?
I just let it sit.
Yeah.
Like a nail polish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then the
Great
body
job.
I stripped, and the great thing about the finish here is that I heard an interview with Elvis Costello talking about his guitar, which was like a natural walnut guitar, and they never made Fender never made a Jazzmaster in a natural walnut. They only had Sunburst back in the day, and he said he found it in a music shop, and it looks like somebody stripped the finish and just finished it with home furniture varnish.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I said, well, that's what I'm going to do. So I stripped it. I stripped the wood of its finish, and I just got some stain at the hardware store and stained it. And then I took a amber tinted nitrocellulose lacquer just to seal it in.
Let's see the back, or maybe show our audience the back. Beautiful guitar,
Yeah.
Ariel. Really? I mean, when you brought that in here, it was the first thing I noticed.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, I have a love-hate relationship with this guitar because I built it out of necessity, not being a Jazzmaster fan, and I grew to love Jazzmasters. And then it gets really heavy, and I don't always like the neck shape, and I put it down for months and go, I hate that guitar, I hate that guitar. And
So you're a moody guitar player.
Yeah, and then lately I've been picking it up again, being like, you know what, this is a really, like it.
Dude, you have lollers in it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you play, it makes me play differently than my Strat or my Gibsons, you know, and it's still a work in progress.
Like a clean channel example of like maybe what's different on this, compared to like a Strat, like. Oh man,
something that toned out a little bit. There's just a really unique tone with the Jazzmaster to where it's like. It's just sort of like dark and bright at the same time, you know.
And a nice twang there. There's a transparency that I hear.
I feel like something's kind of cutting out, actually.
Something tripping out on your stuff?
Something's tripping out, but maybe I'll just cheat it for now. But and the middle in between the two pickups is where the magic in the Jazzmaster really happens. You know, it's just. And it's got its own. This thing is crap. I got to replace that.
It looks great, though.
It looks great, but I got the Mastery bridge, so I want to get the Mastery tailpiece to sort of, you know.
Ariel likes to use straight cables.
Yeah.
To
hold the.
To rest the.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, right?
Because this thing is just garbage. Yeah. So, you know.
You know, I've been learning about the school of Jazzmaster a little bit through Kevin Proctor, Iconic Guitars. What's up, brother? And I also met one of his friends that are enthusiasts, and it's all about the precarious. There's a precarious side to these guitars where it's like the older bridge.
Yeah.
How the fucking strings, they move around a lot.
Yeah, it was on like
all
this
these weird
coil
slots.
thing.
You're like, why does it do that? You know, it's like it doesn't matter why. It's just that's the way it is, and it makes you play a certain way.
I think the guitar was built to be a jazz guitar, and jazz guitar players back in the day are very gingerly players.
I see.
So those tiny little coil saddles that the strings sat on weren't necessarily an issue, but it was basically came out as it was a rock guitar from the start. You know, jazz players didn't take to it, but they never fixed those damn saddles. You know, so thanks to companies like Mastery.
Mastery, yeah. This is Dave. Could you get a zoom in on this wonderful bridge here? This is the newest modification you can do to a Jaguar or a Jazzmaster, right? Or basically an offset guitar.
Yeah.
Is this style bridge right here, and it's wonderfully modern. It kind of looks like a nuts and bolts kind of vibe, but compared to your stock Jazzmaster, you know, I'm not slamming the guys that are using the stock Jazzmaster bridges by any means, but
they might just hit as hard as you want it.
Precisely. Yeah, if you hit hard on them, they
pop out. That's like my
and this allows us to hit hard.
Yeah. It's really a neat thing, and it supposedly like sort of maintains the sort of tonal integrity of the guitar rather than putting graphite saddles on it or something like that.
You know, I'm having one of these built right now with Iconic Guitars here out of San Diego, and Kevin talked me into doing what's the style bridge? It's more like this, but it also will have the not floating. I got to be careful how I'm describing things. You know, like a standard Strat bridge, and then it'll have the whammy bar. So that's what we're going to be putting on. Yeah.
Nice.
But what is that called?
Floating, what, a Strat bridge?
Fixed bridge.
A fixed.
Fixed?
Yeah.
Tremolo bridge? Tremolo tailpiece?
This is where I feel lame.
We're like a bunch of guitar nerds. We don't know this.
I think it's fixed tremolo.
I know that like a hardtail Strat.
It doesn't go.
It's not a floating bridge.
Right.
It's a
it goes one
bridge.
way.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes. The best Strat I've ever played though was a hardtail Strat.
Yeah.
No fixed bridge.
Those are cool. Robert Cray's Strat is like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta say that.
So let's, what, you like it?
Guitar looks sharp. Yeah.
Yeah, right? It's nice,
You're
man.
the man. Yeah.
And so I'm warming up to it, and like my last show that I played with my band, I normally like try to bring like 3 guitars and be that douche who like changes his guitar every show, and I'm like, dude, nobody gives a shit. Can I swear on the show?
Yeah, again.
Yeah,
Nobody gives a shit. And I played the Jazzmaster the whole set all the way through, and it did everything great.
And,
so.
and your set these days consists of the record, correct?
Yeah, we mix it up a little bit, and we play the record start to finish on the CD release, or the CD, the
I was
album
there.
release
That was a
show.
great show.
You were there. Thank you for coming. But we're gonna shorten our set for at least a few months until it's time, until until a longer set is merited. That was a little bit of a self-indulgent night. But
Speaking of self-indulgence,
yeah.
We're very close with Julie Mosa and doing those undercover gigs, which you are attending almost all of them, and you do a great job. You're very entertaining.
Thanks.
What was the last one we did, or you did?
What was the last one? We skipped a month, so my brain's a little fuzzy. But The Who, yeah.
And that's where Ariel's so cool. He offered to give this to me, but I care about what we do so much. I slipped you a 20.
I always buy them too, man.
Yeah.
Because I
Anyhow,
have records, dude. It's
Yeah.
like,
What I wanted to ask, and we're all about asking crazy things. It's okay for you to bring this and sell this at an undercover gig because of the camaraderie. And it's an Ariel Levine record, and you're there. I mean, amongst artists, there's no conflict of interest when it comes to that. If you have it, you got it, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna go up and during my Who songs and be like, "Oh, hey, buy my record. It's in the back." But,
That's
that's
sort of almost. I wasn't going to ask that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you just said that because that would be the poor taste situation there.
honestly, if I was braver, yeah, I know people who would do that, and certain people have a talent where they could do that, and it's not gross. I don't. If I did it, it would sound gross.
Would that
gross.
depend on how beautiful they are?
Having said that, I always have a pizza box full of records in my trunk.
so hit him up.
Yeah, and
he owns
they're always in my car. So if you want one, if you see me and you want one, don't hesitate to come up to me and ask for one because I'll have a copy.
Do you have them in the record stores around town too?
They are in M-Theory up in Mission
exactly.
Hills and Vinyl Junkies down in South Park.
So it looks
Vinyl
like we
Junkies
got a-
Record Shack.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt that. They were just telling us where to buy your records. And sorry, Al.
Yeah.
I know. If I'm going to interrupt,
I'm on
again.
it. I'm on
So,
it.
Al,
I'm on
I
top
guess
of
we
it.
have some viewers out there. So you're in there, you're watching us. How in the hell?
261 views, huh?
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
8 shares,
That's just on
14
his-
comments. And by the way, guys, the way that the algorithms are working on Facebook now, if you are wondering why you're doing posts and you're like, how come it's not really getting a lot of traction? From what I understand, that if you do a post and I actually like it, I have to write in the comments. So if you see posts and you care about it, feel compelled to write in the comments because that's how the algorithm is being stimulated now. It's actually quite important if you didn't know that. And like, share, and subscribe, and go to the Patreon account and give us your love because you're going to see this freaking show grow like a fungus. As long as we have your support.
Fungus is kind of a good example.
We want your
of it.
we want your patronage because Mr. Dave Wright of Sound Right Recording, he's getting expensive. Ariel.
SWR.
We're here every week, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, he's a bill now. You are too.
He's
You're
just a
costing me
bill,
more money
an
than I thought you would.
Average bill.
Anyhow, it's not about complaining. We love you. We're going to keep jamming. We've been talking a lot, but it's about Ariel. It's his sophomore episode. We're getting our audience caught up to this record and where we're at. We're going to plug in, talk about your hair plugs, and also the
The plug hairs.
the plug hairs. Well,
Yeah. So I think what Mike's trying to say is
What are we doing?
exercise your algorithms.
exercise that. You
I
just
think we're
write in the
doing-
comments.
We're doing the.
I noticed that we only have 14 comments, and the reason why, the reason, I'm going to act like a viewer for a moment. The reason
Might
why,
as well.
I don't know, it's kind of hard to spin that because.
Can I do it? Can I act like a viewer?
Yes,
You can.
please act
Yeah.
like a viewer.
You can
go there
interact.
and go to Theory Thursday and share it to your feed while we're here.
Theory.
So while Ariel is being consumed by his handheld manipulation device,
Always.
We
I'm
should
sharing
say hi
this
to
right
Jeff
now.
Bonham. We
let's
should.
say hello to Mr. Jeff Bonham. Good call, Jason.
This dorkery is happening right now.
So, Mr. Jeff
tech
Bonham
talk.
from Singular Sound. Yes, we love the Singular Sound. This is a great device. This is our main drum situation. It's our drummer. You know, I got the whole speaker system set up behind me to give Mr. Jeff Bonham some presents, an actual mannequin / PA, kind of a little idea that I came up with to, he's an amp, but he's also a dude.
Dude, I'm like watching myself, and it's like so weird.
Feedback loop, right?
So here's the cool thing. This is why I'm holding this, guys. We're going to give away a Beat Buddy. Okay, we're going to give it away to you. But the way to participate is to be here live with us and write in the comments, be like, ooh, gimme. Because this is the Beat Buddy Pro. This is an expensive device. It's in stereo. It comes with a sound card. You plug it into the computer and you buy all those extra drum beats that you see us use right here on Theory Thursday, like the John Bonham beat, the Phil Collins beat. In fact, the next drum beat, the next groove that we're going to do, Jason, I got the Phil Collins drum machine on, man, or the drum tone.
I look a little haggard.
Do you actually? I think you look quite handsome.
Quite dapper, my friend.
Your hair.
I need to get some sleep, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep's for suckers.
Yeah.
Anyways, next week we are, and this is news for you in case you didn't know this. This is kind of cool. We are growing. We are in collaboration also with Taylor Guitars.
Yes, Taylor Guitars.
So
yeah,
Taylor Guitars is going to share our show once a month. The second week of every month is the V-Class Rumble. And what that is, Ariel, we're going to, next time you come on the show.
So this Taylor Guitars thing is happening the week after I'm on the show.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
great.
But it's still news for us.
Yeah.
And, I promised to have you back for a V-Class Rumble episode.
Cool.
I said I promise. See, that's where the integrity sits in, Jason. Next week. Hey, look at him, Mr. Butterfingers over here.
Right.
Butters.
Anyhow, just,
sugars.
the news is that Taylor's going to share the show.
That's awesome.
And it's really cool. And we're going to play acoustics. And for all of you guys out there that like guitars and acoustics, there's a lot more information coming your way. And I'm really proud. I'm really happy about it. And look at the viewers climbing because I said that. Wow. Now
what's the song we're gonna do? Right
Yeah,
now?
I don't know. Are we going to do this one?
Yes. That.
Oh, that's at the bottom of the Sunset Strip.
Bottom of the
the
Sunset
bottom of the
Strip.
Sunset Strip.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool shit. Let's go ahead and just go for it.
I like to capo with this song. It's okay, I forgot the words. To the hills, I'll meet you in another life. Yes, I'll meet you at another time. All the moves I'm yet to make, the broken rules and long mistakes, the junkies and the beauty queens, thundering silence and the muted screams. Well, all the stars in front of us, strutting streets ahead. Chorus. Meet you at the bottom of the Sunset Strip. I'll meet you at the bottom. Yes, I'll meet you at the bottom of the Sunset Strip. Are we gonna keep playing it? Okay.
One more little.
Yeah. Check this out. Go to D augmented fifth, G minor. Again. A B flat, G. Back to the verse. Pre-chorus. Should all the earth beneath us quake? Should all the hearts in this begin to ache? The shattered world is on our side. This is the only road I never tried. Now all the lights are turning green. I move to you like a machine. G or D? One more time. 'Cause I'll meet you at the bottom of the Sunset Strip. Meet you at the bottom. Yes, I'll meet you at the bottom of the Sunset Strip. Meet you at the bottom. Come on and meet me at the bottom of the Sunset Strip. I'll get you just like a machine. B flat. G. One more time. That's like that's kind of it. You know, that's most of it.
In a real shaky
that,
kind of way. That's rats.
Yeah.
Great song.
That was a...
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us play that and you not
Just
getting mad at ruining it.
Thank you. Thank you for us. Just
So I ruin my own songs all the time.
Oh my God!
It's fine.
You should see us play.
yeah. Actually make it a point to do it. Yeah. It's,
I'm gonna strip a layer here.
Yeah, do that. Take a layer off. You getting hot? You want some air
Toasty.
on you? Look at this. Okay, we got the blow some air on.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to turn the
nice.
drums off because I liked the modulations there.
Yeah.
Guys, God, listen to this stuff. We're gonna go ahead and take it to the guitar segment, guitar lesson segment. So grab the guitars. This went D to D augmented, and what does that mean? Augmentation. That basically just means a note and you go sharp. Usually has to do with the fifth, and we have the D, the big D.
The big D.
And it is International Women's Day for the big D. I said it. I had
You
to
said
say
it, not me.
let that one just slide under the radar.
It
there.
was so. That was a curve. So the D and the augmented D with the G and the G minor. Oh my Lord! Let's talk about this. Yeah, just play it a little bit, and then we'll talk about it. I hear some really good vibes, like vintage, almost like 50s.
Yeah.
You know?
I like incorporating like cheesy things into my songs.
I love it
you know,
too,
and
man.
and
Well, it makes you sing.
yes.
You're moving the
Yeah.
third around. There's the melody.
Yeah, and I like to make a melody within the chord changes.
Totally.
And I love it when to see how much I can get out of one chord being, in this case the D, like where can I move it? Should I move it from D major to D minor? Maybe not. Maybe D major. Yeah.
I love that. That's
So-
That's
so
that
there's-
augmentation right there.
The melody in there is except I'm moving so I'm going and then I'm moving down to the G
Nice.
jack to the G minor so that little note works within the D and the G chords.
So aside from tracing it, which is a talent all by itself, are you appreciating or appreciative of the conflicting thirds? Like, do you like to play a major third and sing a minor third? Do you like to invoke that tension?
In theory, yes, if I have the talent to do so.
It depends on how many drinks I had.
Yeah,
But listen to this, Ariel. I mean, look, we got E, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got the G sharp.
Yeah.
How about this one?
See, I don't know if that off. That's true. That takes talent. Because when this is so in there, I don't know. It's weird, right?
It's tense.
Yeah.
And that's cool, you know. There's
Only
a
if
lot
I was
of
moving. You know, you have to move real fast.
Are you intrigued, Jason?
I love it.
Oh man, you took me to my favorite little mode there. You know, it's funny. You've guys, this is episode what, 49, Dave, right? You've probably heard me say Phrygian with a raised third at least 25 times since we've been doing this show. I learned that this scale, and I'm saying it because you just sort of played it.
He's like, I kind of played it like that.
Is that a Lydian or a Phrygian?
So
or
that's the Phrygian with a raised third. So the whole point is that the new name, and it's a really nice sounding name, is called double harmonic major. So it rolls off the tongue a little
like a
easier.
Double rainbow.
Yeah. Well, you know.
It's pretty like
not
double
really,
rainbow.
not really, because in the connotation, because this scale shows up a lot more in music and rock and roll. So double rainbow is a lot more rare.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
I mean, when was the last time you saw double rainbow? Compared to how many times you play that scale with me. So, and whoa! What did you do? You turned the lights out.
I switched guitars.
Oh my gosh!
I did because I just wanted to play this one then.
It's so cool. This is a Dean, and
Yeah.
I have a very good friend named James Steele, who is endorsed by Dean Guitars. So
Cool.
He's most likely, hopefully, I hope you're on there, James. Say hi in the comments if you are, because look at this Dean dude. Yeah, we got some Buckethead. I want some video game. Oh my God, I feel like I'm
Sounds so rad.
Tomarello. There's like a video game in our damn room now.
I love this guitar.
Dude, it's so rad.
My bandmate from Dinosaur Ghost sold this to me for $50.
Wait a sec, you're in a band called Dinosaur Ghost?
Yeah, we're an instrumental surf rock band.
There you go.
We wear like helmets, like dinosaur skull helmets.
How cool.
Yeah, everybody's got babies now though, so we play like twice a year. But
And you play pink guitars in the Dinosaur Ghost band?
I do now. I mean, I couldn't say no for $50. I just thought it was the stupidest thing, and I was like, I have to get. It's so dumb and just ridiculous.
Did you do the sanding?
No, he did it. He did this all.
It's so good.
But like, it turns out that like the guitar actually sounds and plays great.
Yeah.
And it's like
I contest
great
to it. I played it.
$50. Like,
Yeah.
it's the best $50 ever spent. Like, it's got a really cool like plastic neck, but it's just so smooth.
I don't know
and,
if it's...
you know, and I just. I could do all the bendy stuff. I mean, it's got like 10s or 11s on it now, but if I throw 9s on this thing, it'll, you know.
Well, we could help you out with that.
Hey, Dave, if you don't mind, dude, we got a set of 9s over there. It's in the top. You know that they're the black set, I guess.
Yeah, I'll put some 9s on this thing.
Make sure you throw them. Throw them at Ariel real hard.
I don't. There you go.
Yeah, he even caught him.
Someone played.
Not bad for a
sorts.
Jewish boy, huh?
Someone
If you
played
want
the
9
baseball,
You
It was
get,
either gonna
especially
hit
catching
his hand or
it
hit
with
his
the
face.
left hand,
It was going right through the face.
like a glove.
As soon as I put 9s on this, though, it's not being played in the surf band anymore.
Yeah.
But
You need
you
it,
know, because
yeah.
you can't like.
Yeah, you need the.
Apparently,
you
I
need the
can't do
heavy.
that today either. But
do you want some verb? You have verb over
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Oh, you got Strymon Flint reverb.
Yeah.
You're like, I never mind. I love that you have a Strymon pedal. Strymon purchases and when Strymons get noticed by me, I particularly say to myself that guy he's serious.
yeah,
You're a serious fucking guitar player
Oh.
when you have Strymon. You're a serious. Let's just say, there are plenty of people out there that don't like Strymon,
right.
and there are majority of us love them.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about us for a moment. And that particular one that you have, the Flint, that is the most important part of a Fender amplifier right there.
It's some of it is, yes.
Yeah, some of it.
I like this. This is the most versatile Strymon pedal, and it's honestly, I got it for the tremolo.
Really?
I was never a reverb guy. I never used reverb. If I wanted some sort of a bounce back verb, I would use a slap delay.
Oh, hell yeah, that's great.
Let's play
That's
some surf music.
But the tremolo
What
on this
kind
thing.
of music would that be, Jason?
What kind of beat would that be?
Oh, you know what?
624.
Uh,
But
The tremolo's just gorgeous.
yeah,
It's got 3 modes. So this is like, it's got like a vintage Vox AC30 mode, which is more of like a harmonic
That is
sort
killer.
of, you know,
yeah.
no, I,
Lot
and
of,
then you
lot
have
of
the
body.
the real photo mode, and then the medium one. That's the
Wow.
Fender. That's the
the
Fender
Fender
that's
one.
the
yeah.
Fender one.
And then you have 60s, 70s, and 80s reverbs. That which is more of a springy, you know.
Crazy
Yeah.
little thing called lug. With no.
Unless you sped it up.
Well, it's 150 BPM. I'm trying to give you a little.
Maybe.
Dave.
Yeah, that might work.
Beat buddy.
That's cool.
No, what? Jeez. Okay,
No.
that's not surfy.
Probably regular rock and just kind of sped up to like, you know, like something.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Sure. What beat is that?
That's a do, a da, at 175.
That would probably work. Yeah. Let's
Would that work?
What are we
for-
doing?
I don't know.
I wanted to hear some surf music.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would have been good.
That's it. That's so rad.
Little trap. All right. That was
Something.
That was something.
That was something.
something.
Man, I'm a little rusty today.
I am too. I
Yeah.
didn't do much
Oh.
practicing, and when I do
It
practice,
sounded great.
it's not. It did sound great,
This
Jason.
is good. It was.
Jason, you're really something, man.
You're really. No, I'm not being sarcastic at all.
Really, you were being.
Yeah.
Was that serious?
I think I was being serious.
I mean, this is the antithesis of the surf guitar.
Right.
But, you know, like that's kind of why I like playing it. You know, I'll always play like this or an SG in the surf band, you know.
if you got those tones
Yeah.
behind it, it always.
You know, really, you know, I was just. I've heard the beat though that we're looking for. It's almost like the from the Wonders,
It's like a double
Yeah.
backbeat. Yeah.
right? That
Yeah.
beat. Yeah, man. So, anyways, I'll find
But
it.
you
Maybe
just
it'll
took
be
a,
the last jam. How are we doing on time? We started a little late tonight.
44.
You still got a little
God,
time.
we've been doing this shit for almost a year now, Dave.
It's coming up.
How's it
coming up.
going?
I don't know. You tell me. You're
It's
back
good.
for your second
It's
time.
been, it's
Have
been
you?
fun.
It's fun.
Things going well. Yeah.
Do you?
It's you know, it's so much like it's not so much of a grind, you know, kind of look forward to it every week. It's not like it's a job, so that's kind of good because we get to hang out with guys like you, especially coming back, and it's always fun, man.
Cool.
And it seems like it's going good.
It's picking up a little speed. While Dave was on his Mexican excursion, you and I did some good business, for the whole Taylor thing, and then managing Ariel over here.
Sure. Yeah.
How many records did you sell yesterday?
Oh.
What?
I don't know. He's
Just throwing curveballs, bro.
poaching your records online.
Dude, as long as somebody's hearing them.
I'm selling them for
love it,
$22, and I plan on giving you 15 for every sale. So
Great. Better than I'm doing.
It's very.
Ooh,
yeah.
that's a very different flavor. These are great beers this evening, everybody. Just to commemorate rock and roll and Queen, this is the Sierra Nevada, and this is the first time I've bought a Sierra Nevada beer in years.
I bought a six-pack
Hazy
last
little thing called IPA.
Yeah.
Little plug there for Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, that does us nothing.
But we good old San Diego love right
There
here,
you
man.
go.
Look at that.
There you
Tony,
go.
this is a Tony Gwynn beer.
It's $3.94.
That's right.
Nice.
Good. It's good.
Nice.
Good beer.
This is good beer. Do you want one? It tastes like raisins.
I doubt that it tastes
I'll have a speaking of San Diego, local San Diego.
Local beer here.
I'm gonna have a Hess Steel Beach Craft.
new one, I think.
American crafted lager
Ariel Levine.
with the pop top. You gotta.
with the pop top.
This is a
I like those cans.
genius. I love those cans.
This is a nice session beer, and it goes down smooth.
You get the nose.
This is a worker's beer. This is a chef's beer, and
Yeah.
it goes down smooth, and it's an easy drinker with an upscale feel. Thanks, Mike Hess, for your delicious
Smooth body.
Steel Beach American Craft Lager.
Thank you.
Wait, aren't we supposed to talk about guitars and shit?
Well,
I'm having too much fun right now.
all these
man.
all
We're
these
having a
beer
good time, right?
commercials.
So,
This is beer commercial.
It's what it's
segment.
about. Just kind of hanging out, doing
know-
our thing.
Hey man,
playing
this
some
is
music.
Beer Town.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
really is. I mean,
Mecca, if I
let's-
may be so bold.
let's talk about our city for a little bit. Beer Mecca. What else we got
We
cracking
got
here? What are the
great-
industries here?
Great music. We got
The
great music scene.
The music scene has been budding. We got
It's-
guys like you putting out vinyl. Mr. Jake Nazier putting out. Is he putting out vinyl? I'm sure
don't
he.
know, yeah.
I'm sure he is. That's a
Probably.
stupid question.
I think Redwoods.
They
Redwoods will
have.
put his record out.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
So aside from
We have the Redwoods review.
Yeah.
the Redwoods
situation.
that's a really neat syndicate. Nice people. I haven't met everybody yet, but I totally respect what is going on.
Saw Al Howard yesterday.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you saw Al Howard yesterday, and I saw Emily last night, and I didn't say hi to her.
Birdie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what a doll she is. Very
Very
cool.
nice.
Yep. What was your favorite part of San Diego? Is it the zoo?
You know what? I came to San Diego about 6 years ago from New York because I thought I wanted to move to LA, and as soon as I sort of found San Diego, I was like, well, this is sort of like maybe the permanent vacation I was looking for, and I wanted to just sort of relax for a little bit and not do anything.
Was it literally the weather, the food, or a woman?
It was the weather.
Wow.
It was sort of. There was a woman involved, but kind of on the opposite spectrum. She was. We're no longer together, but we're still friends.
Good.
She was from San Diego, and we met and lived together in New York, and that's kind of how San Diego became my home base when I was looking to move to LA. I dragged her back here. She did not want to come back to San Diego. She did
Wow.
not want to. She did not want to leave New York. But I was like, I like it there. Let's go, or let's move to LA. But like, we'll stay with your mom in Chula Vista until we like get settled in LA. And I was like, I'm just gonna stay here.
Cool.
And
Are you? Is this? Still
yeah, it's
good?
great.
You
It's
still
great.
like it?
So I think the music was secondary because I just needed to like rest my head for a second because I was pushing music so hard in New York and kind of not getting anywhere and banging my head against the wall. But like after a few months just sort of doing nothing, I started to get pleasantly surprised on how much music there was here and how many musicians I found and
And
the
that was
support
like what,
system.
5 years ago? That
was
was
like-
your epiphany then.
Yeah, it was like five and a
Because-
half, 6 years ago. Yeah.
What we were just complimenting is how what we think feels good in the last year. I mean, literally in the last year,
Yeah.
including your efforts.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been doing this a long time, and we're also involved with putting out new material soon. We got some Fusebox material. I would like to say vinyl, but that is another statement, ladies and
We'll
gentlemen.
actually put that on vinyl. I already got it in the
When
works,
someone like Ariel, and you know, he is a handsome man, and he dresses very dapper. But I'm going to go out and say that we are both, and Jason and Dave, we are not rich people, and for them to believe in your music, their music, so much to put out vinyl, I think it costs like $3,000 just to get the first 100. And it's really not about asking Ariel what he spent, but I know that from experience that our friends that do this, that is the biggest commitment, and I honor it every single time, aside from getting to know and make friends with dudes like this. But when they put out vinyl and make it available, that really speaks volumes to me personally. And I wanted to really, really put some shine on that, dude, because that's everything, dude.
Yeah.
This is what's timeless, you know, when 20 years, 40 years from now.
Yeah. I mean, I did that. That was a selfish thing. I did that for me.
Yeah.
You know,
Good. I felt like you did it for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hope, I want people to buy it. I mean, I want to sell it. I want to make a living selling these records, but and more in the future, of course. But I did it regardless of whether I thought it would sell. I've produced a number of albums, and I've never put one on vinyl, and I always wanted one. And now's an interesting time, and I think it's a perfect timing to put something on vinyl because CDs are done. CDs are obsolete. Digital's doing fine. Streaming is doing fine. And vinyl is making a little comeback.
Well, because you kind of like to have that physical thing. You miss it. It's
Yeah.
like that, especially...
There's a lot of ritual there.
If you have... But, you know, I'm old enough to actually remember owning a record player and actually playing records all the time. So it's almost a nostalgia thing for me anyway. But,
Yeah.
you know, the same thing with kids these days. Actually like the vinyl too. 'Cause
They
it's
do.
Cool. It's cool. It's like you know.
Kids who care, kids who
Yeah.
are really
Yeah.
into it,
Yeah, they
will
look at
get
it,
it.
they're
You
like-
know, and for the rest of them, they can stream it on Spotify. They
Yeah.
can listen to one song or no songs. I don't care how many.
Yeah.
I can't force anybody to listen to the album start to finish.
Yeah.
You know, even though that's kind of how I wrote it, but
Yeah.
I still think each song is strong enough to stand on its own. So
Yeah.
You know, speaking of the songs, and I want to play one of your songs right now for all of you guys.
cool, because I really got to pee.
Why don't you go pee?
So-
We'll play your song.
What song are you gonna play?
I want to play the one in F sharp. The first one, is that cool?
Yeah, yeah.
Something always.
So,
Yeah.
so before you go, you put the guitar against the amp, make sure you undo your mic,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and then you go ahead and if you shake
let
it
him-
more
let
than
him-
twice,
let him- all right,
well, hold
yeah.
on though. If he
No, no,
shakes it more than
No, no, no.
twice,
I don't
means he's
shake.
playing with
I don't shake it anymore. I'm 35 now. I fold up a couple of sheets of toilet paper and just because otherwise it's a big mess. Gentlemen, once you hit 35, get ready for that. That's not going away.
He
ever.
is not kidding. There's a half roll of toilet paper in my pants as we speak. So, Dave, will you please
Turn
start
the
it,
conversation.
cue it, and
Do
then
you want to preface this song with anything before we
Yeah.
play it? You know.
well, before you go pee.
Yeah. Right before, and then you can.
This was one of the first songs I wrote for the album.
Big giant groove in F sharp minor.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? F sharp minor penta.
I don't know what else to say about it really. It's there's a story between this song and the following song, Until the Morning Light, which is a song we learned last time. But in the meantime, play this song and have fun with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tell Gypsy happy birthday.
I will.
Will you check on her leg for me?
I will check on her
Yeah,
leg for
thanks.
you. Yes.
Okay, here we go.
So we're going to turn
There
the
is
lights out for you.
something's always out there.
Something's always.
Okay, bye. I gotta go pee.
Wow, already at 585.
Come on now, bring me up to speed. Heartbeat is racing, but waste in the sink. Something always out there on my own. Something always out there on my own. I'm just an animal looking for a home. Something calling me out there, I go it alone. Come on and call me on my smartphone. I might not pick up, I'm on cybernetic time zone. I drive them roads, I cross through wires. Something always out there on my own. I know there's something calling me out there, I will go it alone. What's that in the sky? What's that up in the sky? Should I take a photo? Or can I just look with my eyes? Burning embers cast a glare upon my screen. Across the wasteland to the other sea I go.
You got it?
Go ahead.
All right, back on the air.
Are your show lights like on a clapper?
It's a
yeah,
clapper.
they're on that's one of the new things
Wow.
that we've added since you've been here.
It's the clapper.
Since you've been gone. So we are back here with Ariel Levine. We just got done listening to not the title track. I'm such a moron. What was the name of that song?
Something always out there.
It's always out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's funny, it was the working title for years and I hated it and I just couldn't come up with something better,
Yeah.
so I just left it.
What kind of gives that something's always out there, like something ominous, something
Yeah.
evil, something nice.
Whatever it might
Whatever,
be, it's out there.
whatever.
Could I please play your guitar
Sure.
for the exit?
Absolutely.
Or were you going to go back to this?
No, man, go ahead.
Oh, and we do have a new sponsor, Dave. You got to start loading up iconic guitars too. But it's okay. It's okay that you didn't. It is on there. Is it on there?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say that it's okay that you actually didn't because I don't have my iconic guitar yet. And that is why I asked Mr. Ariel Levine if I could play his Jazzmaster because I love these guitars. I think they're sexy.
It's so sexy.
It is, and it's.
Andis.
The thing I love most about this guitar is that it challenges me
Thank you.
to play differently.
That's what I was. That's what I tried to say.
Yeah.
And that was a very simple thought,
Yeah.
not to mention sentence.
Yeah.
And
It's not as giving as a Stratocaster or an SG, you know, which are my other two sort of flagships. It's not as sort of like you can't just beat the crap out of it like you can a Telecaster. It's sort of in between where it requires a little bit of gingerly finesse, but it's not going to give you as much.
hey, look, the right angle's still.
Yeah,
It's a little noisier though.
yeah. Like I'm learning to love it as a weird guitar and play it as a weird guitar.
As a
you know?
departure.
So the
Yeah.
jazz circuit. Oh,
This guy can actually play. So, you know.
wow, the thing's rad.
Yeah. This is was my little toilet paper mod over there.
You put toilet paper?
Well, I got a buzz.
Ariel Levine has toilet paper in his pants and on the nut of his Jazzmaster.
I got toilet papers on both nuts. Actually, I think that's regular paper. That's a buzz mod.
There's a
buzz
brown
stop.
spot on here.
It's a rust spot. Come on.
Happy International Women's Day.
Happy.
And that's a buzz stop mod. That's the guitar's got a little buzz that I need to fix, but haven't gotten around to it.
One more. Yeah, boys, and thank you, boys. In the fine words of Mr. Perry Farrell.
Wait, do we want to play that song? It's got a lot of weird parts. Do we know them?
Yes, you're going to take us there. Ariel Levine's going to walk us through that rad song again. We're going to
Okay.
turn on the beat. And,
Are we finished with the show? Are we done?
I think we should
Okay.
because next week's.
All right.
Yeah, we've been cruising. What, how long?
1 hour.
1 hour.
Cool. That's a good place to stop there.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Ariel, here's the thing, brother. The show's about you. I'm never in a hurry. I like stretching things out as long as possible. Are there any other toilet paper techniques you would like to tell our audience about this evening?
I always use them for earplugs when I forget my real ones.
There's the hat trick.
They're better
Funny.
than foam. I mean, you can hear better than
Was
foam.
there a legitimate guitar lesson though? We were doing the whole D augmented and then the G.
I don't
G
know.
and the G
Was
minor.
I going to teach you that song, Sunset Strip? Was I going to teach that song, or like? It's up to you. I mean, I can. That song's an interesting song to play live because there's a lot of different things that I have to go through in order to reproduce it live.
I'm kind of hoping for a fourth toilet paper technique.
Let's see. There's the butt.
Well, there's the pontoon in the
There's-
harbor. You don't know that one?
Well,
Ever-
he's in
ever-
construction.
ever
That's a
pontoon?
whole different world.
Ever pontoon the harbor?
Well, you sell cars, right?
Well, I make videos.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I'm not actually a sales guy. Like I'm not a greasy car salesman. No offense to any of the greasy car salesmen I work with. You greasy sumbitches. But I make my day jobs. I make like demo videos for the dealership, which have now become like full-on reviews and stuff where I can actually be honest about the car.
So there's still a lot of toilet paper involved with that job.
tons,
That's what
because
I
there's
was
lots
If
of
you want a
bullshit
toilet paper
flying.
technique,
This was the
Yeah.
segment I was hoping
it's going.
for, Jay.
It's going
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
Lydian just showed up.
You ever?
Happy birthday, Lydian Gray,
I don't
brother
know.
man.
Have you ever
What is it, your
ever
25th
used
birthday?
a porta potty?
I've
your life?
used a porta potty. Yes.
Have you ever had to
poop in a porta potty?
to shoot the two?
To in a porta?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
So
it's not pleasant.
No, the proper technique, because I refused,
Tell it, Jay.
early on working in construction, I refused to go to the bathroom and take a crap in one of those things.
You're
so,
shit shy.
Shit shy in a
I'm shit
porta
shy.
potty. I'll go do. I got over it. Working construction, kind of have to.
Look at him.
You know, you have to. But here's a technique. If you ever, sorry to do this. I'll tell you, he was asking for toilet.
You can tell he's serious when he starts.
But
Mm-hmm.
so if you have to take a number 2, you just take that roll and go, fling, let that thing sit in there, make a nice
Like
little
a half a roll?
a landing pad, so when you shoot that deuce, it doesn't bounce back up on you. Just words of advice, especially that blue water. You don't want that. That's called pontooning the harbor. Just
Happy International Women's Day. All you construction ladies out there.
Well, there's lots of them. Yeah, but
I know.
It's
I was
good
being
advice.
as serious as possible.
Because if you don't do that, it's bad. It's terrible.
Next week, they're going to be sponsored by Taylor Guitars. So get it out now while you can, boys.
That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
Ariel, you're so good.
Anyway, all right. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate that. Again, thanks to our sponsors: Singular Sound, Beat Buddy, Kurt Mangan Strings, Guitar Tune-Up San Diego, and Mad Hatter Guitar Products, SWR Video Productions. Also, go to our website, TheoryThursday.com. Hit that Patreon button. Hit the link on the Patreon. Give us some love. We really appreciate it. And
We need more toilet paper.
we need toilet paper. We need toilet paper money. Because using those porta potties gets pretty expensive. Also, Go to our website. Oh, yeah. Ariel's got a show at the Bar Pink on March 7th.
March 17th.
March 17th.
March 7th
March
was
17th.
yesterday.
Sorry. 1/7. I'm kind of blind. It's hard to...
It's all right.
Anyway,
I'm a dick.
March
so
17th.
we're
Yeah,
good.
so what? That's good. It works out.
March 17th at Bar Pink.
March 17th. And you can also get you can find him, and also M Theory, also, was the other?
Vinyl Junkies Record Shack.
And also iTunes,
Very
Spotify,
true.
all that stuff. Get that.
Spotify,
Go there, get it. It's worth
Bandcamp.
it, guys. It's awesome. Bandcamp, get it. And
the whole.
yeah, there it is.
If you want the vinyl, go to Bleeding Gold Records or shit. I should probably know that. I think it's on the back. No.
Dude, wow, this
Do you
is...
have it on the?
So wait, you're smoking an apple and
No,
she's...
I'm eating an apple.
Oh.
She's smoking a cigarette. And that's Acacia Collins from Hexa. Thank you, Acacia.
Oh, man. And this record, you know, if you get the black one, I hear it sounds a little bit brighter. But you know what, though?
Well, it doesn't make a difference. It sounds the same. It sounds the same.
I always like the colored vinyls. Anyway, guys,
Bleeding Gold,
thank you
Bleeding
for
Gold
watching.
Records. The Bleeding Gold Records website is where you can buy the vinyl.
BleedingGoldRecords.com.
And what's happening next week? You know, Ariel did say that there was a Taylor show
Oh, yeah.
next week, but why don't you go ahead and
Saving
just drop the pants, Jason?
Yeah, we're going to be doing the Taylor show next week. Hope you guys are ready for that. And we got a lot of good information on those guitars for you.
Oh yeah, and I'm nominated for Song of the Year and Album of the Year in San Diego Music Awards.
Yeah! Hey,
I don't
that
wanna
deserves
brag.
a
When is
hand
that?
clap right
A
there.
beer and a half down, I can brag a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't wait
March
to go.
19th.
March
I'm going to be a
19th.
cheerleader for you.
Oh,
You know
boy.
me.
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
to be
We'll
like,
be there.
they're going to probably say your name third, and I'm going to be that
Yeah,
guy.
we're gonna be in the back going, it's Ariel!
I'm gonna pull a Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's my favorite actor, and when he was
I love
nominated,
Michael Keaton. Birdman.
Birdman.
Fantastic.
I mean, all-time favorite. He was nominated for the Oscar for Birdman after having just won the Golden Globe for Birdman, and he didn't win that year. He lost it to the movie about Stephen Hawking. I forget who played it.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Redmayne or something?
Redmayne, yeah.
So they unfortunately had the camera on him when he's standing up and clapping for the other guy, and you can see him putting his acceptance speech back in his pocket, like, oh, nope, not me.
Wow.
No. So I'm hoping I get that moment
Oh,
where
where
I'm
you're just
seen
like,
putting my
ready?
acceptance speech back
Get
in
that.
my pocket
Yeah.
and walk away with them.
Just do it anyway. Like,
You know what's funny about your acceptance speech? Maybe it should be written in toilet paper.
I wrote this in toilet paper because
then it's
But-
got a use for it.
Shout out to Theory Thursday.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. So we'll see you next week with Ryan McMullen
Yeah.
of Taylor Guitars. Well, Ryan McMullen of Manganista.
Manganista and
the Motel Blackouts.
Yeah. And the Sam
Aren't
Mesmer
you in
project.
both those bands?
Yes, I am. Yes, matter of fact.
So the co-host is in both those bands with you, Ryan. And we're going to
nepotism.
demonstrate some strange antics next week. And we will see you probably, it says 7 sharp. We'll do our best to see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Sign up for the Patreon and help us grow. And just like Ariel's hair and toilet paper consumption, more importantly, buy the Ariel Levine. Let the machine get it.
Just let the machine get
Just let the machine get it. Oh, wait.
what are we playing? Are we playing that? Are we gonna try to get through? Just jam on that song?
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
Go around the
the first
clock,
one?
go around the block a couple times,
Throw it in
and then we'll cut it. You want me to go? Yeah.
Answer to ending every song.
You love augmented chords, don't you?